EV importer introduces obscure Chinese firms, mid-sized crossover to UK market. Skywell apparently sees itself as a rival to Audi and Mercedes Benz, which is pretty ambitious, to say the least. The BE11 is its first ever car, and you can have it with either a 70 kWh battery offering 248 miles of range, or a 86 kWh battery that yields 300 miles. Both are mated to a single front-mounted motor that makes 201 bhp and 236 pounds-feet of torque. Design and styling. Measuring for 1,720 mm long, 1,908 mm wide, and 1,696 mm tall, the BE11 is certainly one of the largest cars in this class, and it feels big on the road. Its exterior design is a little plain, to these testers' eyes at least, but it's inoffensive and simple, much like the Chinese EVs that have already arrived on UK shores. It has distinctive razor LED headlights, chrome accents, and large 19 inches diamond-cut alloy wheels. Move to the rear, and in typical EV fashion, there's a full-width LED light bar with illuminated brand lettering. Interior. With similar proportions to the BMW X3, the BE11 is pretty big inside. The cabin feels spacious and light, thanks to a panoramic roof. There are plenty of storage compartments and cubby holes, and rear accommodation is great, too, with plenty of room for adults. Our test car is an early example, and UK pricing hasn't been confirmed yet, but we're told that the 70 kWh version will cost around £35,000, and the 86 kWh one somewhere between that and £40,000. This moves it firmly into the same territory as the Audi Q for e-tron, Toyota BZ for X, and Volkswagen ID4. In terms of interior quality, it falls way short of those cars. The fake wood veneers, synthetic leather seat upholstery, and scratchy plastics all feel cheap, and you can prod and push bits of trim far too easily. The dashboard is dominated by a large 12.8 inches infotainment touchscreen. While the software didn't suffer from any latency issues during our test, it felt very substandard compared with most European rivals' displays, and most of its systems didn't work, or had some unusual quirks, although Innovation Automotive promises that all systems will feature as standard on customer cars. First off, the digital speedometer would only show in kilometers. I couldn't find a way to change it to miles. The sat-nav system, amusingly called Turbo Dog 9, didn't work, and nor could I connect my iPhone to Apple CarPlay, even when I plugged into a USB port. There was also something called worm mode, okay? But when I selected it, it made no difference to the car's behavior. The touchscreen itself is ill-configured and awkward to use on the move. Adjusting the cabin temperature or fan speed, for example, is a challenge because the icons are quite small. Changing the regenerative braking requires several inputs, and the graphics are very much a mixed bag. Engines and performance. The BE11 isn't short of power and has enough punch for motorway slip roads and overtaking, but the motor hasn't been tuned well. Accelerate hard, and the front tires scrabble for traction as the BE11's 1.9-ton weight shifts backwards. The BE11 requires you to be more cautious than in other EVs, but this isn't as easy as it sounds, because the throttle pedal can at times be hard to modulate. Whether you depress it slowly or stomp your right foot, there's a short delay before the motor gets going. And even though it has adjustable regenerative braking, the BE11 doesn't pull you in as much as you would expect when you lift off. Increase the strength, and the difference is only marginal. This means that you use the brake pedal more than you would expect in an EV, and regrettably, it's unusually soft and spongy. You have to be very smooth to come to a composed stop. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for other latest videos. Thank you.